In this lesson, we have the following questions that we are supposed to solve under database systems. So we have that table, which is called products. And for this particular table, we are supposed to write the SQL statements that are going to achieve every objective. We have been looking at SQL, and as you know, SQL, not being case sensitive, you can write your SQL statements either in uppercase, in a lowercase, or even in a combination of the two cases. So we have these questions, and the first one says, display all products priced above 2 kwacha. Okay, all products priced above 2 kwacha. So if we're going to write the particular SQL statement for that, it is simply you go ahead and say select. You have to say select all, which is and then all is represented, of course, by a star symbol. All, then here you have to say from, and then you specify the name of the table. And the name of the table, of course, is products. So you're going to place products there. So you say select all from products. Select all from products. Then you have to specify the criteria. So the criteria in this case is you're trying to display all products priced above 2. So here, the criteria, you have to go ahead and say where. So what you're looking for is the price, okay? And then the price has to be written exactly as it appears in the column here. So price, the column for price is price, then you put an underscore, and then you put a K there, because this is how it is appearing on the particular table. So you put the price K there. It is very important that you write every column as it appears on the particular table. Then what you're trying to do there is you're trying to find out products that are priced above 2. So there, you will simply say where price is greater than 2. Then you put a semicolon like that. So number one, now what you have to consider is the case in which the table is written. If this was in lowercase, for example, if this was in lowercase, then even here you have to change to a lowercase. So table names, even column names, like even the column name here, price K, if it was lowercase, even in your SQL statement there, it could have been lowercase. So that is one thing that you need to keep in mind. The cases are sensitive when you are naming or mentioning table names or column names. Secondly, you're asked to display all products which are beverages. You are hereby asked to display all products that are beverages. And when you look at this particular table here, there are many different products that have been listed here, and each product has its own category. So you have to look at the products. You look at the products, and you also look at the category. A category here that you're trying to look for is a beverage, because what happens with databases is that you are likely going to have a much larger table than this. Let's say if you have a supermarket, for example, you have a very large supermarket, you have different types of products. Obviously, your table will be much bigger. You're going to have hundreds, if not thousands, of products inside your database. So if you're going to locate each product in your database, of course, you need to write a query. Okay, that's why we're writing these queries for quick location of these products that are on the table. So what we're trying to look for is products that are beverages. Okay, so here you have to execute a select statement. So here you say select all from products. Remember, products has been written as uppercase. The table name has been written as uppercase. Then here you're going to put the criteria. And the criteria is where. So you're looking for the category. So the category falls under the category, the column name P underscore category. So where P underscore category is equals to, then here you're going to put what you're looking for, and it has to be in quotes. If you notice here on the first one, there was no need to put quotes because what you were dealing with was a number, it was a digit. But when you're dealing with strings, they have to be put in those quotes. So what you're looking for is products that are beverages. So here you're going to say category equals beverage. Okay, category equals beverage. Then you're going to place your semicolon there. Each and every SQL statement has to be terminated with a semicolon. It's a termination symbol, which is also common in C++ and Java as well. And now we go on to question 3. Display a product called color. Display a product called color. Now here, you will notice something. So here we're looking for a product that is called cola. Okay, we're looking for a product called cola. So it is basically the same thing that we did in question 2. Here you just simply say select all from products. Select all from products. Then you're gonna say where p name, because the product name is under p name, right? Where p name is given as. So what is the name of the product we're looking for? We're looking for product named cola. Then you put your semicolon like that. So you've successfully written this SQL query. When it is executed, you will notice that uh, it will show that particular product in the query. Question number 4, display a product whose ID is 2. It is pretty much the same thing. If you've noticed, the structure of these questions is the same. So here you just say select all from products where ID, it is the ID that we're looking for. So you target this ID here. ID is given as 2. You put a semicolon like that. So this is how you are supposed to execute these particular SQL statements.